I've had a lot of really great pressure washers, but I've never had a proper wall-mounted solution, and today we are going to finally fix that. The main reason being that my shop's interior is made up of these corrugated steel panels that make it damn near impossible to mount something flush to. So today we're going to be moving the pressure washer and bucket filler over to the green wall, which backs onto the mechanical room, meaning we have unlimited flat surface, unlimited studs, unlimited water, and unlimited electricity, which is perfect for everything we want to have going on right here. One of the micro goals for the shop this year is to create a lot more functional convenience, and I think having a permanent wall-mounted pressure washer solution is really going to get us going in the right direction. I have a lot of really cool components here, and I need to start this video off by thanking the awesome people at AR Clean and TOC Supplies. If you want to check out anything at all in this video, it'll be linked in the description below on the TOC Supplies website, www.tocsupplies.ca. You can use the code Chromatic across the site. It's going to be good for everything from your garage needs to your detailing needs, and then some. Tap 1 for the pressure washer, tap 2 for the bucket filler, a 20 amp socket installed to the specifications that the pressure washer requires. Instead of going over all the products at once, I think we'll just kind of deep dive into them as we install. First things first, starting with the Gully's Garage stainless steel pressure washer shelf. This right here is the AR Blue Clean 630, and before we get into some technical stats, I think we should run the cinematics. This is the new and improved AR Blue Clean 630. It's rated at 1600 PSI and 2.3 gallons per minute, which basically put it at the top of the class for car detailing. And on top of the stats, it has this new body style, we'll call it, and I think it looks fantastic. Out of everything currently on the market, this is the one that I personally want to have on my shelf, and now we do. So before we put it up there, we're just gonna go over a couple of the main contributing features. The first thing we're gonna talk about is that this machine is equipped with auto start stop, or in this case, we're calling it TSS, meaning when you turn the knob and then you press the trigger, the motor turns on. When you release the trigger, the motor turns off, which is great. It's pretty common within all the higher price point pressure washers in the auto detailing space. This one takes it one step further. So there's also a bypass mode. You turn that knob one more to the right and the motor is going to be on all the time. So if you're in a scenario where the pressure washer is turning on and off super frequently, it's probably best for the life of the machine to turn it on to the bypass mode and let it run consistently. That way you're not having to turn it on and off every couple seconds, every 10 to 20 seconds, whatever it may be. It's just gonna allow your machine to last as long as possible and keep it as healthy as possible. While it is serviceable, the only real maintenance that I think you and I are gonna have to worry about is changing the oil, and this machine does it better than anything else that's currently on the market. So we have our oil fill on the top here and the drain plug down here. But what makes this so much better than everything else is what is around the side. This little window right here actually allows you to see your oil level and oil color. So if it's just starting to get dirty or you see the oil level lowering, you can see it right through there. This is something I haven't seen on any other machine yet, and previously it was just guesswork. This makes things super easy and it allows you to kind of run the machine more confidently, knowing that the oil is at the proper level, is the proper color, and you can carry on with spraying down cars. The actual mechanics of the 630 are made up of a triplex ceramic piston pump, a rod crank system, meaning there's an actual crankshaft, just like in most of our cars, running through the center of the pressure washer, and then a durable single-phase induction motor. All this really means, people that aren't going to understand the depths of the mechanics of it, is that this is rebuildable, serviceable, and it's going to last you much, much longer than anything else that's currently available. With all that being said, I think it's time to get this thing up onto our stainless steel Gully's Garage shelf and continue with the rest of this little build out. The next piece of equipment that is going on the wall is MTM Hydro hose reel. This is the premium hose reel kit, so it actually comes with a 100-foot non-marking Cobra Jet hose in gray. It also comes with a 5-foot whip line and all the necessary fittings to get it attached to your pressure washer. This thing, it's a really solid reel and a really great hose. I've had one of these before in a different color. It worked great. 100 feet, that way we can go anywhere in the shop and then also outside, as I do like washing outside in the very short summers we have. To get this on the wall, I made a very janky little template. All we have to do is center this 6.5 inches down from the bottom of the shelf, and that should get us to a point where this is perfectly square with the bottom of the shelf. I don't like when it's tucked up underneath. I think that looks kind of weird, so we're gonna keep it even, just under. Drill 4 holes. I reinforced the wall already from the back, so there's a 2x10 ready to accept the lag bolts for this reel. If you don't have that, it's not gonna land in studs due to where the mounting points are. So you'd probably want to mount it to plywood or some sort of board and then onto the wall to get it properly suited so you're not pulling it out of drywall. But this is going to work just as good, and it'll be seamless, just flat on the green wall. The measurements for the reel worked out great. So the very top of it lines up with the supporting arms on the stainless steel shelf. This bar that comes off to the left lines up exactly with the hose bib that goes up to the pressure washer. Compositionally, I think this is fantastic. Now, this might seem a little sacrilegious, but I don't actually like super clean garages, super excessively clinical detailing setups. I like things a little messy, a little lived in, and that's kind of what I'm hoping to accomplish with the hoses and the rest of the setup here. So now, we're gonna install the quick connect on the outlet. We'll just throw some Teflon tape on there, screw it on, make sure it's nice and tight, and then run the whip line from there down to the quick connect on the hose reel. At that point, we have to figure out where that whip line is gonna run. It's either gonna go between the shelf and up here, or under the pressure washer hose up there. I'm gonna install it and then we can kind of move it around, figure out where we want it, and then I have some brackets to install on the wall that are stainless steel as well, so they'll match the shelf. Get it somewhat situated, throw on the hose from the bib to the pressure washer, do a quick leak test, and then we can kind of just install the rest of the accessories I have, and I'll show you guys what this thing looks like when it's cleaning a car. We've got both the inlet and the outlet hoses connected. This looks weird right here because this whip line is gonna be mounted against the wall and then it will not be hitting the hose. We're gonna run a little leak test before we mount everything else and mount this to the wall just to make sure nothing crazy happens and there's water shooting everywhere. Everyone I've seen start this or run the water for the first time has had it leak, and we're gonna hope that we can do a little bit better than them, Alex and Rick. So the gun we're using, this is an MTM Hydro Parts SGS28. Tip from Hydro Parts, 25 degree 5.0. And I don't need to plug it in. All I want to do is turn on the water and make sure it's not leaking. I know the hose isn't going to leak. It's going to leak from here, if anything, but we shall see. I don't know if you can hear that, but you can hear the water running through the hoses, but nothing's leaking. We'll turn this on and just run some water through it before we actually plug it in, but I don't think anything. There's gonna be some air in the lines to work out first, but beyond that, I don't see any water dripping, so I think we're good to mount the whip line to the wall, get the other stuff installed, and I can show you guys what this actually looks like when it is running. I got the whip line mounted, lined it up with the support on the shelf once again, so it looks, in my opinion, as clean as it could for a loose hose. Down here, Mosmatic wand holder, so when we're using the shorty, the wand can rest there, or you can put it in there after you're done. Preference, and then over here, I mounted one of these kind of quick connects on the wall for the foam cannon or the nozzle when it's not being used. Probably switch those out whenever, but right now I'm gonna be trying the MJJC Pro version 3 foam cannon. Heard a lot of good things. I've heard it's extremely over-engineered, which we do like, so I'm gonna give that a try. But now we're gonna plug the pressure washer in, bring a car in, and start spraying some water, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on this setup. After all those years of detailing, to finally have a proper wall-mounted pressure washer solution with a ton of brands I respect and love, it's a really great feeling. If you follow this channel, you'll know I've had Comet pressure washers, Sunjo pressure washers, Kranzla pressure washers, even a Draft Tools pressure washer. So I feel like my reference point of having used different units with no real preference to any of them is quite vast. And I'll tell you, the second I pressed the trigger on this MTM gun powered by the AR Clean 630, everything changed. It feels so much better than anything I've used in the past. The amount of water you feel coming out of the gun is incredible, and you can immediately feel the difference in cleaning power from every other machine that I previously mentioned. I know the Kranzla is similar in spec. Maybe it's just the setup difference, but this thing feels so much better for detailing, and I can't wait to see what we can do with it in the future. Pairing the AR Clean 630 with the MTM reel, Cobra Jet hose, MTM gun, and all the different little accessories with the swivels, tips, and everything else, it's fantastic. Every part is intentional and every part works just as it should, creating a much more enjoyable car detailing, car washing experience. Now for this MJJC foam cannon, the Pro version 3, a bunch of friends have this. They all recommended it. Everyone said it's one of the better ones they've tried, and quite honestly, I've been using the MTM PF22, the same one, for about 3 years. There was no real need to change it. It just worked the entire time. But this one, foam cannons have come a long way. I guess I didn't realize. Foam was great. The adjustability is great. The construction of it with the weighted ball inside of it, the way the cap turns on with a 90-degree click instead of a full twist, everything just seems user-friendly, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And of course, the foam it has been producing has been fantastic. Much better than my previous foam cannons, and I'm excited to continue to use this into the future. Now, like I said at the start of this, I need to thank AR Clean and TOC Supplies for providing these products, helping out with this video, and making my pressure washer dreams come true. If you need anything in this video, any detailing supply, any garage supply, go to www.tocsupplies.ca. Use code Chromatic. You'll save a little bit of money on the products, and they're going to have everything you need for this spring, summer, fall, winter, wherever it is where you are at. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one very, very soon.